standing before you here today, I'm filled with a great deal of gratitude for the incredible journey of the past year. It's hard to believe that a year has passed. I looked on my LinkedIn site today and it said I'd been mayor for 12 or 13 months, and that just seemed almost impossible. It was on January 2nd, 2024, that I was honored to take the oath of office as your mayor. Since then, the successes we've achieved together reflect not only the hard work of my fellow council members, but also the unwavering dedication of our city staff, resident volunteers, and the community members who make Leawood such an extraordinary place. Together, we have embraced a shared vision for Leawood rooted in collaboration, innovation, and pride in our city. From our parks to our public art, thriving businesses to the neighborhoods, we've continued building on Leawood's legacy as a community of distinction. For that, I'm profoundly grateful, because that is the charge that our former mayor, Peggy Dunn, left me with after her 27 years in this job. I want to take a moment to recognize the city council members in the audience today. Our council members play a crucial role in shaping the vision and direction of our community. Some are, like me, newer to this responsibility. Others have given of their time and served our community for many years. This group of dedicated individuals works tirelessly to ensure that our policies, investments, and initiatives align with the needs and values of our residents. They swap out their weekend relaxation, perhaps with a good book or a glass of wine, for an agenda packet filled with legalese that only Patty and I could love, and technical language that only the planning department could love. A sacrifice they willingly make for the benefit of our residents. I've been truly impressed by the preparation each council member puts in before our Monday night meetings. Their leadership is instrumental, and I ask them to please stand, and if you would recognize them when I have called all of them today. With us today are Chuck Sipple from Ward 3, Lisa Harrison from Ward 3, so Ward 3 apparently believes in their mayor, and Deb Phillip from Ward 1. Unfortunately, Alan Sunkel from Ward 1, Mary Larson from Ward 2, Sherry Gayed from Ward 2, Julie Kane from Ward 4, and Dr. Stephen Castro from Ward 4 could not join us today, but they're here with us in spirit. So please join me in thanking them for all their tireless duty. I also want to take a moment to recognize a couple of three people who just don't get recognized often enough, if at all, and they're critical to our success as a city and what little success I have as a mayor. And that is, in particular, our administration department that's led by our wonderful city administrator, Diane Stoddard. Diane, please stand. And our assistant city administrator and city clerk, Stephen Powell. Together, these two are true examples of what it means to be servant leaders. Their steadfast leadership, guidance, and commitment to the success of every department and employee ensure that our city government functions smoothly and efficiently. I also want to take a moment to recognize our dedicated assistant city clerk, Stacy Stromberg, who keeps me organized and does so much for the whole governing body. Together, they have done an amazing job of leading us all through the first transition of municipal government in Leawood in a generation. Stacy, I did not see you stand up. In addition, we have a number of volunteers here today and some in very crucial leadership positions. David Coleman from the Planning Commission, and the majority of his Planning Commission is here. In addition, we've got Ann Blessing from the Arts Commission, Stacy Belzer from the Gesser Committee, and I know I'm leaving somebody else out, but I apologize if I have, but these folks, along with the volunteers that are with them today, do a great job. In addition, one I know that I left out was Kim Hinkle, who leads our arts and public places. That is one of the things that makes Leawood truly a place of distinction. Now, those of you who happen to join us for the Elon celebration know very well that I committed a huge faux pas that I've been warned time and again by Stacy and by Stephen, not to repeat, and that is to not forget to introduce my family who makes this all possible. So joining us today, and I won't ask, I'll spare them the embarrassment of standing up, but I do want to thank them for all that they do to make it possible for me to devote the time that I do to you all and to our community. And that's my wife, Jana, my son, Jeff Elkins, and my daughter, Jenny Hauser. So I'm pleased that they would join us today. Before we turn our attention to what lies ahead, I want to take a moment to recognize where we stand today. The state of our city is indeed very strong. Leawood continues to thrive, and the successes of 2024 are a testament to the hard work, dedication, and vision that make our community exceptional. These achievements are the foundation upon which we will continue to build, ensuring that our future remains as bright as our past. Let's look at some of the highlights from the past year that have contributed to our city's ongoing success. In November, we celebrated the 30th anniversary of our City Hall, a modern building that is now the heart of our city operations. As you may have noticed during the slideshow at lunch, our City Hall across from Town Center stands in stark contrast to the tiny, cramped space that served as home for both city government and the police department for over 40 years. A metaphor that reflects our city's maturation from a tiny infant town to the thriving community that we all call home today. In 2024, Leawood received national and regional accolades, highlighting our dedication to quality of life and excellence in governance. Wallet Hub once again recognized Leawood as one of the top small cities in America, evaluating over 1,300 cities on factors such as the affordability, education, and amenities of its community. A new recognition this year, Timeout.com named Leawood the most affordable zip code to rent in the U.S. That outlet pointed out that in Leawood, you can rent for about 11% of $173,000 average household income. And another new accolade this year, Kansas City Magazine named Leawood the best neighborhood community in their Best of KC issue. This honor speaks volumes about the vibrancy and strength of our community, the dedication of our homeowners associations, and the pride our residents take in maintaining their neighborhoods. Our homeowners associations help to preserve our neighborhood's character, charm, and livability, ensuring that Leawood remains a top-tier place to call home. Our community groups, like the Leawood Welcomers Club, the Garden Club, the Lions Club, the Rotary Club, the Leawood Chamber, and the Leawood Foundation also have a hand in strengthening our neighborhoods and keeping Leawood focused on this vibrant community. Our Public Works Engineering team earned a first place award from the American Council of Engineering Companies in Kansas for the Mission Road Complete Street project from 133rd to 143rd Street. Originally planned as a 4-lane roadway in the capital improvement plan, the Public Works staff took a forward-thinking approach, commissioning a traffic study to determine a more efficient and community-based design. This project exemplifies Leawood's commitment to smart infrastructure, sustainability, and quality of life. These honors and accolades are a testament to our work together as residents, city employees, and elected leaders, which have made Leawood an outstanding place to live, work, and raise a family. Speaking of those who have worked to make Leawood an outstanding place, I'm proud to share that the Greater Kansas City Chamber of Commerce honored Peggy and Terry Dunn as the 2024 Kansas Cityans of the Year, recognizing their exceptional leadership and lifelong dedication to our region. Peggy, former Leawood mayor of 27 years, has been a driving force in fostering collaboration, economic growth, and public service. Peggy's husband, Terry, former CEO of J.E. Dunn Construction, has made a lasting impact on business, education, and philanthropy. Together, they exemplify community stewardship, setting a high standard for civic responsibility and philanthropy in our community. Although they could not join us today, please join me in recognizing Peggy and Terry on this well-deserved honor. You know, a surefire way to understand how our residents feel about the city in which they live and our city services is to ask them directly. And that's precisely what we did. In the spring of 2024, Leawood conducted its first ever resident satisfaction survey. The results confirmed what we already knew. Leawood is truly a place of great distinction. The survey provided a data-driven perspective on how our residents feel about their city. An astounding 99% of residents rated Leawood as a good or excellent place to live, 50% higher than the national average. Another 99% agreed Leawood is a great place to raise children, and over 92% expressed satisfaction with their neighborhoods and city services. These results earned Leawood the Leading the Way Award from the ETC Institute, recognizing our city among the top 10% of municipalities nationwide in governance and service excellence. Now on to some of our city department highlights, and there are a ton, so please bear with me. Leawood's city departments are the backbone of our community, ensuring that essential services from public safety to infrastructure maintenance, parks management to community development operate seamlessly. They say there are no thank you notes in government work, but I've had the privilege of hearing firsthand from many residents who appreciate the dedication of our city staff, especially after our snowstorms this winter. Our Leawood Parks, Recreation, and Arts Department, led by Chris Claxton, had a transformative year, bringing new and exciting enhancements to our community spaces. As part of our 75th anniversary celebration, we proudly installed and dedicated the Reaching Public Art sculpture at Mission and Lee Boulevard. The dedication ceremony in September saw an incredible turnout, reflecting our community's deep appreciation for the arts. The Reaching sculpture has quickly become Leawood's visual icon, symbolizing our city's spirit of growth, connection, and distinction. Designed by a Leawood native, William S. Nemetoff, the 27-foot tall sculpture consists of 75 aluminum branches, each representing a year of Leawood's history. Its programmable lighting allows it to transform with the seasons and special occasions, making it a dynamic part of our city's identity. We also welcomed a new piece of art called Whimsy to our Art on Loan piece in front of the City Hall. It was installed late last year. Further expanding recreational opportunities, we will soon celebrate the completion of the brand new Tomahawk Park playground, and we saw the opening of a brand new parks maintenance facility. Investments that will enhance our parks and public spaces for years to come. But more important than facilities, the recreational opportunities our city affords our residents and our neighbors from other communities. In 2024, Chris and her team managed 7,700 registrations for programs, kept our beautiful aquatic center open for 44,000 hours, coordinated 2,700 facility rentals, and ran 40 programs. Congrats to the Parks and Recreation and Arts staff for all you do to keep Leawood's quality of life off the charts for our residents. You know, our city's strength is built on a solid foundation, both figuratively and literally. That foundation is maintained, improved, and reinforced daily by our incredible public works team. Their dedication was on full display when the January 4th and 5th snowstorm brought nearly a foot of snow in less than 18 hours. Every snow removal vehicle had been prepared in advance, and the team worked tirelessly, logging 1,150 hours, using 750 tons of salt, and maintaining continuous operations for 78 hours straight to keep our streets safe. I think we all know that when we compared our streets to those of our neighbors immediately after the snowstorm, that this group of folks have been extremely effective in their efforts. Public Works impact extends from beyond snow removal. This past year, the team led by David Lay set records and tackled challenges head on. The asphalt crew placed nearly 3,700 tons of asphalt, the most in Leawood's history, paved miles of new trails, and milled and overlaid parking lots for the first time, and tested new speed tables to calm traffic in our neighborhoods. And they did all this with thoughts in mind of the impact upon our environment, something that's very important to many of us here in Leawood. Street sweepers covered nearly 3,500 miles, while stormwater crews inspected and cleaned a record 228,000 feet of storm sewer lines. When summer storms brought flooding and high winds, Public Works quickly cleared debris, opened drop-off sites, and completed curbside pickups to restore neighborhoods. Public Works staff are often behind the scenes, but their work is felt everywhere. To our Public Works team, thank you. Your hard work and dedication do not go unnoticed. Thank you, Dave. Our police department continued its unwavering commitment to public safety, crime prevention, and community engagement throughout 2024. One of the most significant milestones of the year was the appointment of a new police chief. First, let me take a moment to once again recognize our former chief, Dale Finger, for his service over 27 years and over 50 years to law enforcement generally. On May 6, 2024, Chief Brad Robbins, a 30-year department veteran, was named chief. Chief Robbins' dedication to community-oriented policing and innovative strategies has already made an impact in recognition of his service. Chief Robbins was inducted into the Leawood Chambers Hall of Fame, a testament to his leadership and professionalism and commitment to public safety. Congratulations, Chief Robbins. This year, we saw a decline in major crimes, with burglaries down nearly 20% and auto burglaries down almost 28%. While assaults and batteries slightly increased, our department remained proactive in ensuring community safety. The department cleared nearly 270 outstanding warrants this year, and importantly, they closed over 500 garage doors that had been left open during late evening hours. So we have great thanks to our police department for the way they protect us and even go the extra step, as I say, to close garage doors late at night. The department also made major arrests, including capturing several organized shoplifting groups and identifying and assisting in the arrest of a suspect that had 32 outstanding charges. Beyond crime statistics, what truly defines our Leawood Police Department is its commitment to saving lives. This year alone, officers saved 7 lives, including a choking toddler and a 77-year-old woman in cardiac arrest. And 2025 has already started off with the saving of at least 1 life by an officer who, with very quick thinking, was able to administer the tourniquet that was in his car and was able to save the life of an individual who had been seriously cut. In addition, Leawood's crime analyst, a relatively new role to the police department, played a crucial role in solving major cases. Crime analyst Anna Hill's exceptional work led to her being named Leawood's Employee of the Year. Anna's dedication, expertise, and leadership make her an invaluable asset to our city. A leader in the crime analyst community, she has played a key role in high-profile investigations where her relentless efforts helped bring critical information to light. In her nomination, a colleague stated, "Beyond her professional contributions, Anna is deeply involved in our community, organizing charity events, volunteering for city initiatives, and inspiring those around her with her positivity and commitment." If any of you have ever been around Anna, you know that her enthusiasm for the city of Leawood and the work that we all do is absolutely infectious. Anna Hill exemplifies the very best of Leawood, and I'm proud to recognize her outstanding service as Employee of the Year. Anna, please stand one more time. Thank you for all that you do and the enthusiasm with which you do it. In another department highlight, Detective Mark T-Rink recovered over $1 million in fraudulent wire transfers and Bitcoin cases for the 2nd straight year, earning him recognition as the Metropolitan Crime Commission's Co-Officer of the Year. You know, it's absolutely remarkable to me that a city of 34,000 with a uniformed police force of 64 officers has officers in place that are on the cutting edge of law enforcement and have recovered, at least in the time that I've been mayor, almost $3 million in lost money that's been gotten through people through various online fraud scams. The Leawood Police Department engages with our community in many ways beyond law enforcement and continues these efforts. In 2024, officers participated in nearly 100 community events, hosted blood drives, and raised thousands of dollars for causes like the Kansas Special Olympics, the Kansas Ride for the Fallen, and the colorectal cancer research. In fact, just a couple of weeks ago, a number of the officers did the polar plunge out at Shawnee Mission Park, something that I would not have volunteered to do. As we move into 2025, the Leawood Police Department remains committed to keeping our community safe, leveraging new technology, strengthening partnerships, and maintaining the highest law enforcement standards. Under Chief Robbins' leadership, I do not doubt that the department will continue to set the bar for excellence. Thank you to the police department. Fire Chief Colin Fitzgerald in the Leawood Fire Department also had a transformative year with the first full year of operations for Fire Station Number 1 at 96th and Lee. A highlight of the year was Fire Station 1's open house, attended by over 1,000 residents who visited the facility and interacted with our first responders. The larger classroom space in the new station was used often as the department trained more than 700 CPR and first aid students in 2024, reinforcing Leawood Fire's commitment to public safety education. And I can attest to this myself, as misreading the calendar, I arrived at the Fire Station Number 1 on a weekend when they were not doing CPR training, much to my chagrin, and their officers and the firefighters were absolutely willing to pull out the dummies and put me through the paces for CPR training, even though it wasn't on the schedule. In addition, the department finalized a new 5-year strategic plan, ensuring they continue to adapt and innovate as our city grows. These efforts will guide future decisions, including planning a new fire station and administrative facility and reconstructing Fire Station Number 2 to better serve the growing 135th Street corridor. In 2024, the fire department responded to more than 3,600 incidents, a steady increase reflecting our city's growth and emergency service needs. Of these, nearly 2,500 were EMS incidents, reinforcing the critical role of our advanced life support systems. Responding to fire incidents, the department successfully limited fire losses to nearly $1.9 million while saving an estimated $22 million in property value. These numbers reflect the dedication and expertise of our firefighters and the continued investment in public safety that ensures Leawood remains one of the safest communities in the region. Thanks to the fire department. The Leawood that we all know and enjoy today is the product of decades of thoughtful and strategic planning. That legacy continued in 2024 through key leadership changes, critical development projects, and important policy updates. We welcome Julie Hurley as the new Director of Planning, bringing over 20 years of experience in municipal government and urban planning in our area. Julie's expertise and leadership will guide the city as we embark on comprehensive updates to our planning framework. Julie succeeds Mark Klein, who retired after dedicating 25 years to shaping Leawood's growth and development. I want to take a moment to extend my heartfelt thanks and continued well wishes to Mark. You know, Mark introduced me to public service in Leawood more than 20 years ago. His dedication and expertise have shaped my perspective in our community in countless ways, and his contributions will be felt for years to come. Throughout the year, the Planning Services Department was pivotal in managing 95 applications through the Planning Commission, ensuring all development aligned with the city's long-term vision. We thank them for their impact on our growing city, and you'll hear more about them in just a few minutes. Julie? The Codes and Neighborhood Services Department, led by Travis Torres, oftentimes don't get the thanks that they deserve. They had another strong year, overseeing nearly 1,800 residential permits, 92 commercial permits, 67 new home constructions, and 19 rebuilds, with a total value of $158 million, up nearly $18 million from 2023. In addition to their essential regulatory work, the department began building a major customer service initiative, a citizen self-service portal for online permitting, application submittals, and business licensing. This transition to digital services with the help of our IT group, slated for an August 2025 launch, is a significant step forward in efficiency, transparency, and ease of access for our residents and businesses. We thank them for their hard work. Our finance department plays a critical role in maintaining Leawood's financial health and ensuring transparency in our budgeting and fiscal operations. I spent 2 hours with them this morning asking them to yet retrain me on the witty diversities of budgeting in the world of municipal government. In 2024, that team completed implementing a new online finance and budget platform. These systems will enhance financial reporting, budgeting efficiency, and accessibility for staff, the City Council, and the public. Leawood's commitment to financial excellence was recognized again in 2024 as our AAA bond rating was reaffirmed in August for the 17th consecutive year, ensuring continued fiscal strength and stability and access to the cheapest interest rates possible. It really is remarkable, and the rating agency that came to speak with me as they were deciding whether to renew our AAA rating said that we were not only AAA rated, but we are the AAAs of the AAAs. So again, thanks to the finance group for what they do. Moreover, the staff and City Council continued their efforts to be good stewards of your money as 2024 city expenses were $2.4 million under budget. And as a further testament to our responsible financial management, Leawood's tax rates remain the 4th lowest among first-class cities in Kansas, reflecting our dedication to providing high-quality services while maintaining fiscal responsibility. Don Cobby, thanks to you and your team for what you do for the city of Leawood and for our residents. Don walks in just in time to receive the accolade. I'm sure he was out working on the budget as he was at 9 o'clock last night when I left the office. You know, earlier I mentioned the Citizen Satisfaction Survey. One area where you all felt we could improve was in our communications with you, for whom we work. We heard you, and as a result, we have made great efforts to improve our communications frequency and quality. In March, we welcomed Sam Sieben as our marketing and digital content creator, and Beth Brittenstein joined us in July as Leawood's first ever strategic communications director. Since joining the team, they have implemented new processes and communications, ensuring residents, businesses, and visitors stay informed, engaged, and connected in a timely manner. Key improvements in our communications efforts include transforming the city's Parks and Recreation Program Guide into the Leawood Loop, a full citywide magazine designed to better connect residents with local news events and services. And if you didn't get your Leawood Loop in the mail, let us know about it and we'll get one to you. The communications team also implemented a citywide media policy, strengthened relationships with local and regional media, and enhanced transparency in our public messaging. This has already raised Leawood's public profiles as local news stations recognize the Public Works and Parks Department's efforts to promptly clear our streets of snow. Additionally, Beth and Sam launched a monthly e-newsletter that has significantly improved the timeliness of our communications. And if you haven't already subscribed to the e-newsletter, I would encourage you to do so. A major milestone in 2024 was the redesign of the city website, Leawood.org, marking a significant step forward in digital accessibility and resident engagement. This new site makes it easier to find city information, access services, and stay informed with emergency alerts and notices, an improved citywide calendar, streamlined service request tools, and an enhanced news section to keep residents updated. With intuitive navigation and a user-friendly layout, the website ensures a seamless experience to all users. And Sam and Beth were joined by our city clerk and deputy city administrator, Stephen Powell, in bringing this to light. And I hope that you all have already seen a vast improvement in the way you can navigate through our website. To further strengthen community connections, the team introduced new social media series highlighting governing body meetings, agenda previews, and key city updates. The city also became active on Nextdoor, fostering direct communication with residents down to the street level. Additionally, partnerships with local publications such as the Johnson County Post have helped increase visibility for city initiatives and events. These efforts reflect Leawood's commitment to clear, proactive, and dynamic communication with our residents. I want to thank Stephen, Beth, and Sam for their dedication to delivering vital, sometimes even fun, information that impacts our residents and visitors. One thing about that, though, they asked me for, what was it? You asked me for my favorite Christmas song, I think, and I was not prepared for that and was somewhat chagrined to see it go out to all city employees. As you can see, the city's journey to distinction is due in no small part to the commitment and effort of our staff. Building and retaining city staff has been the job of Leawood's Human Resources Department, led by Nick Sanders. They modernized recruitment efforts in 2024, reducing hiring times and increasing candidate diversity. The team launched professional development programs, created an innovation committee to improve services, and helped implement a citywide compensation program, strengthening Leawood's commitment to employee growth and fair pay. Equally important, they have made working in Leawood fun by hosting various employee events like Red Friday Pizza and arranging for the ice cream truck to visit City Hall. Nick, we thank you all for your efforts. And I would note that to emphasize the contributions of the staff, when you leave today, you'll have an opportunity to pick up cookies that are theme-based for all the departments that I mentioned today. Now, as we look ahead to 2025, as we enter the second year of my term, planning for the future will be our guiding principle. In 2025, we will take significant steps to shape the future of Leawood, beginning with the completion of our first ever strategic plan. This roadmap will define our city's vision, priorities, and goals for years to come. This process will bring together elected city leadership, city staff, residents, and other stakeholders to ensure Leawood continues to grow and thrive. At the same time, we will undertake the first update to our comprehensive plan and development ordinance in more than 20 years, critical tools that guide the evolution and development of our community. Thoughtful, deliberate planning has always been central to Leawood's success, and it is a responsibility I know well. Having served as chair of the Leawood Planning Commission for 18 years, I have seen firsthand how strategic foresight can shape our community, preserve our quality of life, and create opportunities for our future. The City of Leawood has also embarked on a transformative project to enhance the Tomahawk Creek Parkway corridor from College Boulevard to Rowe Avenue. This vital project will address roadway and floodplain challenges, improve traffic flow, and enrich pedestrian and cyclist experiences, while strongly focusing on sustainability and safety. I'm guessing that many of you have already encountered our under construction signs, perhaps on your way to this event today, that will include a roundabout at Town Center Drive and Tomahawk Creek Parkway for a project that will continue through the end of 2025. So we all ask your patience here in 2025. I know how many of you, including myself and my family, use Tomahawk Creek Parkway as our main way through Leawood. Just have patience for a year and it'll be that much better, and we won't see cars rowing their way down Tomahawk Creek when we have a big rainstorm. Another project that will enhance one of our beautiful parks is the construction of brand new park shelters at City Park, modernizing the Lions Club shelter and other structures that have served the community for decades. And how about a new playground for our younger residents? Many parents will recall their kids asking, "Can we go to Blue Park?" when they wanted to visit Tomahawk Creek or Tomahawk Park. Now, many of those kids have kids of their own. This year, we went from Blue Park to New Park and offered the next generation a playground experience like no other at Tomahawk Park. A beautiful space for active play, learning, and family connection. Thanks to the Leawood Foundation and Alice Hawk for all that they have done in making this new playground possible. Another big plan for 2025 is the future of the former City Hall and Fire Station site at 96th and Lee Boulevard. Many conversations have started and stalled out on this topic over the years, but I am very proud to say that this governing body with the support of our staff and community input, intends to solidify design plans for that site before the end of the year. We are also pleased to convene our second annual Homeowners Association Conference in late March. Last year, this was a great opportunity to host neighborhood representatives from all over the city to hear your feedback, answer your questions, and better understand unique neighborhood needs. And last, but certainly not least, we will be preparing for the FIFA World Cup coming to the KC Metro in 2026. We're excited about what this international event will bring to our city and are already in discussions with the Leawood Chamber and the county on ways we can capitalize on this influx of soccer fans from all over the world and showcase Leawood as a great place to be. Last, I would be remiss if I did not highlight what I believe makes Leawood truly special. Many of you have heard me say this before. And it's not more evident than on a day like today with the people in this room. You and I don't see the city as a separate entity. Rather, we know that we, collectively as individuals, with an abiding love for this place in which we live, work, and play, are the city. We take ownership, accountability, and pride in our work to maintain Leawood's excellence. We say we, not the city. This mindset drives us forward, ensuring we deliver high-quality service, enhanced innovation, and maintain the trust of our residents. Together, city leaders, employees, and residents will continue shaping Leawood's future as a place of distinction. Leawood stands at a pivotal moment where intentional, forward-thinking planning will sustain our current achievements and position us for long-term success. Over the past year, we've built a strong foundation. Now it's time to think boldly, strategically, and prepare for the opportunities and challenges ahead. I'm confident that with the support of this remarkable community, 2025 will be a year of progress, vision, and growth. Last, thanks to all of you for your trust, engagement, and partnership to me in making Leawood this exceptional city it is. A city that continues to grow with distinction. Thank you very much.